Keith, the Ashley Dene dairy unit, it's for research into light land.
Yes, indeed. Very free draining, stony soils. It's a challenge for us to reduce the risk of nitrate leaching and phosphorus losses into the underground aquifers at this point in the Canterbury Plains. What we're doing is to conduct detailed research programs to find solutions to help farmers to reduce their environmental footprint and at the same time be sustainable in terms of their production.
But of course a lot of dairy farms in Canterbury are on very light land.
Oh yes, indeed, and this is going to be even more important in the future as we look to find ways to reduce leaching losses to meet the environmental regulations that are being put in place by the regional authorities. And in this part of Canterbury, in the Selwyn Te Waihora catchment zone, by 2022, dairy farmers have to reduce their nitrate leaching losses by 30%. That's a huge challenge, a 30% reduction, and the investment by Lincoln University here is to help to find some answers to help the farmers.
You're going to have a lot of people looking over your shoulder.
Yes, we expect that, and we look forward to that, as we did with the development of the commercial dairy farm at Lincoln. Farming in a fishbowl with people looking across the fence. We'll be looking forward to that discussion with them.
Now this unit is being run as a dairy unit as well as for research.
Yes, it is. The main focus though is as a research and development station. The types of work that will be conducted here with our partners in the hub, the Lincoln Hub, Ag-Research, Dairy NZ, Plant and Food Research and Land Care Research, all those scientific teams working together to find some answers, and the research programs will be funded to ensure that we can deliver on those results to help the farmers. We have facilities here for scientists and technicians to be based permanently on site, and we already have research programs started even before the cows arrived.
And they've arrived?
Yes, the cows arrived, and we've been milking since the first week in August, and we're pleased to see that. So the project was completed on time, and we have a wintering research program which has been using the standoff pads so that the cows graze 6 or 7 hours on winter forage, such as fodder beet or kale, and then for the remaining 17, 18 hours they are taken over to have a rest on what we're calling a loafing pad or a standoff pad. So they can lie down on some nice warm wood chip and rest and ruminate, but the key thing is that we collect all the urine and dung that drains through those pads because it has a plastic drainage base, and we collect all that in the large effluent ponds. We'll then recycle that effluent. The nutrients in that are valuable to us, and when the soil is dry in late spring, summer, we'll apply the water and the effluent to recycle those nutrients from where the cows were grazing. This will have a big influence on reducing nitrate leaching from winter grazing blocks.
You're aiming at that 30%?
We're aiming at 30%, yes we are indeed. Some of the current research we've been doing as part of the Pastoral 21 consortium funded work has found that if we sow a catch crop of oats soon after the cows have grazed the winter forage, the oats can establish well in low temperature soils, and the oats catch a lot of the nitrogen that was deposited by the cow's urine, and therefore we already are able to reduce nitrate leaching by 25% in some of those winter forage grazing systems, simply by putting a catch crop in as soon as possible after the cows have grazed their winter forage. So we're optimistic that we'll find some solutions.
And that's what you're doing, isn't it? I mean, wow.
Yeah, it's easy to say, and 25% is a long way towards our target. And farmers are starting to use this already. Dairy NZ has been conducting a number of workshops around the country to explain the results of this Pastoral 21 funded research programme, funded by Fonterra, Dairy NZ, Beef and Lamb New Zealand, DCANS and government through MB. And the farmers are getting those results in workshops, and many are now trying to establish oats as a catch crop after the cows have left the winter forage grazing block.
You're also doing a bit on irrigation?
Yes, there's irrigation, so there's 2 large pivot irrigators, which are half pivots, and they are providing irrigation for the pasture and for lucerne and for maize. And we were cutting and carrying the lucerne and the maize as a supplementary feed, and the cows are grazing on the pasture as well as receiving some of that supplement. So again, we're looking for sustainability in the irrigation application. Rob, a lot of interest from our students in this type of development too. The biggest classes in Bachelor of Agricultural Science and Bachelor of Commerce with Agriculture that I've seen in 35 years at Lincoln University. The classes in agriculture and agriculture-related subjects and environment are full. No seats left at the back. And that's great to see that enthusiasm from young people to get into the industry. They are keen to learn about environmental sustainability as much as they are about production. Their need as well as our interest.
Exciting times, Keith. I mean, you've seen a lot of water go under the bridge in your time at Lincoln University, but they are really exciting times.
Oh, this is one of the most exciting developments that we've seen at Lincoln, and will really help to create a true hub of agricultural, environmental research, and also tertiary education, encouraging students to come out with the qualifications that support the dairy industry, support farming overall, and also support those environmental targets that we all know we need to achieve.
World-leading research.
World-leading research, that's our aim, and we see that in the numbers of postgraduate students that come to Lincoln University, because Lincoln University's reputation internationally is very high. We're in the top 100 universities in the world for teaching agriculture. Isn't that amazing? Lincoln, within the top 100 of the universities in the world for agriculture.